The biggest challenge that you currently have is because of your success. Great companies understand this principle because in the face of the deepest, darkest times, they take extraordinary risk, they take innovative ideas and they put them into practice. How do you take initiative? How do you take the lead no matter what your title is at work? This is the most important time. We're at a time right now where we are looking to our leaders for inspiration. We're looking to our jobs for security. But this is also the optimum time to be able to lead ourselves and create our own destiny.
And Michelle Reyes here, her book is called Lead Yourself First.
Let's talk a little bit about your book. There are a lot of people in this situation, and I think that they don't even realize it. There are people who settle for the status quo.
We like the status quo. We like things to just stay the way they are. Is that true or not? Yeah, of course. Sometimes we don't have to even be out of bed to start giving ourselves a hard time. All we have to do, if we do have someone lying next to us, all we have to do is just open our eyes and look at them. And then we think to ourselves, yep, you're still here. Are you all in? Change is about taking a risk. If you don't like where you are, if you don't like what's happening, you can always choose to change it. Lead Yourself First is absolutely my passion. And I believe that everybody has the ability to be the leader of their own life. Leadership is all about your mindset. Blockbuster video. What happened to Blockbuster Video? What happened to Blockbuster Video is that they didn't change. I remember going to the store, getting their videos. Do you remember doing that too? Couldn't wait till the new release came out, and then of course everything went onto a DVD. But what they were doing, maybe knowingly or unknowingly, was that they were building walls around themselves instead of building bridges to the future. And then what happened? There's an organisation ideally positioned with the new phenomena of the internet to not be thinking ahead. Then comes Netflix, who tore the walls down and capitalised on an opportunity to build bridges to the future. We have a legacy and we have an identity. And when it comes to change, we don't want to lose that identity and that legacy. We're afraid of things that may not even happen. We just think that they will. How many of you can relate to the idea that we manufacture a lot of our own fear? We create a lot of it in our own minds. And the famous poet Anonymous once said, "Many an open mind should be closed for repairs." Taking the lead is taking ownership. It's about taking initiative. It's about taking the responsibility to create change, and that involves taking action. And we all have the capacity to do that, so it has to start with you. We know that there are so many forces that are outside of our control. And when you're tested in that way, how do we remember to stay focused on what's within our control? And what's 100% within our control is ourselves. If you search the word leadership on Google, you are going to find over 500 million search results. And while there is no single all-encompassing definition of leadership that's out there, I believe that this is the most all-encompassing definition, and it happens to be mine. Leadership is a state of mind. It has nothing to do with our job title. It's all about who we are. It's all about our character. So we are excellent at telling other people
about what they can do to be different and to do things better. But what I'm more interested in is, what do we tell ourselves? Do you ever talk to yourself? You know what? If you're not sure, you just said, do I talk to myself?
I think one of the key things with leaders is that they need to understand the difference between being transactional and transformational. And when people are transactional, they're just going through the motions of getting things done. And that's what managers do. Leaders, on the other hand, are focused on being transformational.
You tell me if I'm right about this. We all want to be valued, we all want to be appreciated, and we all want to be understood. And when you look at the world that way, there is no divide. Whether we're talking about culture, whether we're talking about generation, whether we're talking about gender. We all want the same thing. We all want to know that we matter. All non-profit organisations are facing exactly the same challenges as the corporate world. How do we attract people into our organisation? Note that I said, how do we attract people? Not how do we get them in kicking and screaming, but how do we attract them? Deloitte did a survey right across the world to almost 30 different countries, almost 8,000 millennials, asking them what matters to them. And have a look at these results. Isn't that amazing that 75% of them feel that organisations, businesses, are far too focused on their own agenda than they are into helping improve society? This is the millennials. You know, we have our own lens about them, but are we right about them? Here's something else that they said. The main reason that I am going to choose to work for an organisation is because of what that organisation stands for. What is their purpose? Number one driver to the millennials. Are you surprised? Now, is this going to happen overnight? No. It's going to take strategy. It's going to take planning. It's going to take courage. It's going to take conviction to be able to engage people in the process. Ladies and gentlemen, the richness of our lives is not measured by how much money we have, by how much property we own. The richness of our lives is measured by the enduring relationships and the friendships that we form over the course of our life. Nothing means more to us than connection. No matter how high-tech the world becomes, it always will be about people.